And now, the best 60-ish seconds of your week.
Unmasking seems to be the word of the week as the increasingly bizarre saga surrounding General Michael Flynn continues to unfold. Already they're calling it Obamagate, and Congressman Devin Nunes, the ranking Republican on the Intelligence Committee, is suggesting that criminal referrals are going to flow out of the activities surrounding the unmasking of those conversations involving General Flynn, a true American hero. We don't have too many of the particulars yet, so we'll hold off for at least a week in discussing the particulars of the case, but there's a lot yet to come there, particularly as the next report flows forth. And we're really looking forward to unmasking those goofy things we've been told we have to wear around our nose and mouth when we go certain places. This week, a court in Wisconsin said that the shutdown orders there were illegal. Let's see whether there are other court cases in other parts of the country that follow suit as a result. But one thing is sure, things are beginning to thaw a little bit, and folks are starting to get back to normal, and Joe Biden emerged from his basement this week to make a really interesting and significant politically announcement. AOC, Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez, is going to head Joe Biden's special panel on climate change. Think about that. I mean, Joe Biden, who's going to tell us that he's a moderate Democrat, has now thrown in with the extreme far left elements of the Democratic Party. He's really proven, sadly, that there's no philosophical mooring to him at all, that he will twist with the winds, and in his party right now, the wind is blowing hard towards left field. And so Biden picks up AOC. Having already told the world that he'd like to have a ban on fracking, he now picks up the most radical member of Congress to take care of his climate change panel. Think about what that does for voters in Pennsylvania, my home state, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, etc., where many jobs depend upon fossil fuel, and the economies of those states certainly do. And add to that his announcement some time ago that he put Beto O'Rourke, the nutty guy from Texas, in charge of his gun control program. Beto O'Rourke, the guy who said he'd send out federal troops to take guns out of the hands of law-abiding citizens. How does that work in Texas, where, incidentally, oil and natural gas are also a big industry? So we have the beginnings of the 2020 campaign post-Wuhan flu pandemic lockdowns, and that's the first shot out of the barrel for Joe Biden. President Trump jumped all over it, but those factors are going to be increasingly significant. Watch them. And as Vice President Biden was making that announcement about AOC, which significantly affects the industrial Northeast, way out on the left coast, the Republicans were flipping a congressional seat in a special election held there on Tuesday. Mike Garcia bested Christy Smith there by double digits in a district that was won by Hillary Clinton in 2016, taken by the Democrats in 2018, includes large portions of Los Angeles County and Ventura County, going up into Simi Valley, interestingly, the home of the Ronald Reagan Library. Here's a little factoid that might be just fun for you. How many states have populations larger than Los Angeles County? One county. The answer is only 7 states, including California, that are home to Los Angeles. But the fact that the Republicans took that seat is very significant. They only need to flip 17 seats in order to regain control of the Congress, and there are more than 40 seats where the numbers are better than the one they just won in California. A word of caution, because it's a special election. Congressman-elect Garcia will only serve until November, or post-November, and he'll face Christy Smith again in the fall election to hold the seat for the coming 2 years. But a big pickup, a significant and symbolic victory for the Republicans this week in the special election in California. In economic news, real quickly, the markets this week had an interesting week with a couple of days of disaster, followed by a day with a 1,000-point swing from the low to the high, down almost 600 points at midday. The market rallied to close up almost 400. And those kinds of volatility are going to be the course of the market over the course of the next several weeks as it all settles out, while we watch the economy trying to get back on track from these lockdowns and shutdowns that have been ordered by various governors around the country. One thing that's going to be interesting is to see whether it truly is a W curve, which many are predicting now, or the newest, a swoosh curve, a la Nike. But we look forward to the days of summer. With no sports, they're talking about baseball potentially beginning in July. But they're talking about the National League having the DH. Come on, the world is truly coming to an end. But we'll hope that's not the case and that better days lie ahead, because for now, that is the best 60-ish seconds of your week.